Hey, I'm Nick Mac and I'm going to do an artist covers today. What is artist covers? What is artist covers? It's where I take a song, any song, and create a piece of art inspired by that song. Cover art. So it's a new series I've started recently and this is episode 3. So for this one, I actually asked people on Instagram what was a song that had lyrics that made them feel something, because often the most interesting thing is the lyrics. So I wanted to find lyrics that were great to work from, and what a better way than just to ask people. So I got a bunch of great responses, and one in particular was the one that we're doing today, which is Rainbow by Dodie, which was suggested by It's Carnival Lofty. It's such a great song, and I was actually putting all of the songs into a Spotify playlist to listen to them and to see which ones I felt a connection to. But Rainbow by Dodie wasn't actually on Spotify, it was on YouTube. So then I was like, can I do that? Because so far I've been, putting the covers side by side and just being like, this is my interpretation, that's my version. But there isn't one. But then maybe that's even nicer to just create a cover for a song that doesn't have a cover. Also, because it's a bloody great song and I really want to do it, okay? So I'm doing it. I can't wait, let's get started. Basically, it's a song about accepting yourself, and the rainbow is obviously about the LGBT community and how you feel lost, but then being called a rainbow is something that has uplifted either Dodie or anyone listening to it. And also being an LGBT artist myself, I just had to do it. I was just like, yes, this is magical, it's gonna be beautiful. I hope it's gonna be beautiful. Dunno, haven't drawn it yet. I hope to create something beautiful that will match it. So I had an idea for a figure to be in this graceful dance-like pose. So I had a look to see if I could find some reference images to draw from. Sketching with pencil works a little better for me, just to map out the rough sort of shape. Pencil just feels a little bit more natural and fluid, and I just find it easier to sketch in an actual sketchbook rather than on the screen. But once I'm happy, I'll bring it back into the iPad and use my favourite sketch as a baseline to work from. So the idea was to have these rainbow flags around the figure, loads of them. I just wanted it to be celebratory and to show the moment of becoming a rainbow and how beautiful and magical that is. Hold on. This is me doing something I should have done a long time ago. I can't believe how easy it is to put my iPad on it like that. I'd never done that before. How long have I had this iPad? Too long. So, this was me just mapping out the pieces of fabric and where the rainbow flags could go. And then this happened. Yes. Oh, that's so much better. Oh my god, that's so much better. Yes. I've reached the moment which you hope for, but it's reached, it's been reached purely by a happy accident. I was just drawing those pieces of fabric there to kind of, I was putting the colours to them so that I would know which piece was which, because I was drawing a bit too many of them and I thought it would just be easier to kind of separate them out into the colours. Suddenly, it makes so much sense. Have pieces of fabric of the different colours of the rainbow. Yes, just yes. I'm feeling a lot more confident about this, because the rainbow being within each piece of fabric just might have been a bit overwhelming. Something about it was just looking a bit predictable. Really happy. So I'm excited, so let's carry on. I really like how this piece looks around the waist of the body. It's almost like a sprinter who's just won a race or something and it's swishing around them, and I guess that's exactly the feeling I just want to depict, just happy and joyful and almost like you're winning, because you are winning, because you're amazing and you're becoming who you are, and it's self-acceptance in its purest form. I'm totally guessing at colours here at the moment, and it's all a bit of a mess and a bit ugly, but that's just part of the process. You never know how things are going to look like straight away. It always just kind of happens, or at least I don't anyway, and that's what happens with me. But I'm just trying to see what looks right and trying to build a picture around that and trying to stay true to colour distribution. I really like how this image is looking here at this stage, and I do think there's a whole other idea that lies here with having this sort of anonymous character and genderless figure surrounded by these colours. But this is a cover for Dodie's music, and so I wanted to draw her, although drawing a likeness is very difficult for me, and this is heavily edited, and it did take me a long time to finally get a likeness. I think it's there. Do let me know if it isn't. But yeah, faces are hard. Faces are really, really hard. So here I'm just adding highlights and shading. All of the different shapes are on alpha lock, which if you've seen my previous videos, I use it a lot on the iPad. It just locks everything in place so that anywhere you are adding the colour stays within that shape. The colour of the background, I changed it so many times, and I ended up picking a pink that I thought could work, and I really did like it. I was adding shading and everything, but in the end I felt like it just washed out the whole image too much. I went for a darker colour when I brought it into Photoshop, and that's when I was changing the size and adding textures and altering some of the colours. I really do think the dark background really made it pop, but I really tried so many different ones, and the colour of the moon/sun as well. And I just want to be as transparent as possible with that, because I think often we see final pieces all the time, we just expect that they happen, but I really struggle with trying to get this right. And I want to say that, I want to share that. Here it is. Let me know in the comments what you think about it, and what you might feel when you look at it, and maybe any other interpretations that come to mind, because that's the great thing about art. There's always different things that people see, so I'd love to hear your take on this piece. And if you are interested in buying a print, they are now available on my shop, along with the previous 2 artist covers that I've done. There's the WAP cover, the Shania Twain cover, and this cover. So they are on my store, available for pre-order, and they'll be up for 7 days only in December, but they will be back next year if there are any left, because they are all limited editions. There are 30 of each, and they are all signed and numbered, and they ship worldwide. And I think that's all the information about them. Please check out my shop to read more. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate if you've made it this far. Comments if there are any songs that you'd like me to do, or if you think might be good. I'm always looking for suggestions. But apart from that, I'll see you on the next one. But I'm so glad I did this. Why didn't I do this? This is the solution. How have I not done it sooner? I've had the iPad for about 4 years, 5 years, 4 years, 3 years. I don't know, a long time. I've had this drawing board for 6 years, 7 years, 5 years, I don't know. Time is hard. I haven't done this until today. Stupid.